Alright, howdy boys, welcome back. Today we're going to walk you through the basics of cooking. Quick and easy way to level up and do's and don'ts of cooking. Real basic stuff here. Step number the first, you're going to need something to cook. You can either get meat from hunting, killing wild animals, drop meat, you can harvest them. Or thanks to the new NPC update, the other white meat is definitely back on the table. I've got a little demonstration set up. You have your basic improvised fireplace here, nothing special to it, real easy to make. 4 sticks and something to light it with, nothing special. You get this little guy right here that you can cook skewers and only skewers on. When you come over here, you click the cooking tab, you go to meat skewer, mixed skewer, whatever. And it tells you, what you can use here to cook. We're gonna make a meat skewer. Got main ingredients and optional ingredients, which are exactly what they sound like. When you get in here, so you got the green. Green's a must have. Have to have the green item. Blue items are optional. So we just take the deer steak, drop it over here, hit cook, and now that's cooking. And now you just play the waiting game. Once that turns green right there, this little meter right here will fill up, and once it turns green, you got you a meat stick. All right, come over here to the ring of fire, fire ring. I'll get it right eventually. And with nothing on it, you can cook skewers. It's same as the improvised fireplace. You can just cook 2 skewers on it, nothing special. But the thing you can do with this is you can take and put a grill on it. Now you have a grill grid. Now you have the grill grid like I have here, which is the one you find out in the wild. You can't make this, you have to find it. But then there's the improvised grill grid, which is right over here. Only difference is it gives you 1 spot instead of 2. And it's called an improvised barbecue. You get 1 slot instead of 2. Other than that, they're identical. They make absolutely no difference. Super easy to make this. It's 4 cans, some scrap metal, and some sticks. Super easy to make. Oh, and a cutting tool, obviously. Super easy to make. Now, as far as cooking on this, you get a few more options. See, we can go to grill grid and we can cook grilled meat, which we just take our other deer steak, throw it on there. We got deer steak cooking, and I'm pretty hot because I'm standing between 2 fires. Ignore that. You can also cook grilled mushrooms, which is great because mushrooms are everywhere. But the only thing is you got to remember there are poisonous mushrooms and there are non-poisonous mushrooms. Cooking a poisonous mushroom doesn't make it not poisonous. That's still going to be a poisonous soup. So what you can do is, quick, easy way to level up is go around, gather a ton of mushrooms, get you a fire set up, get you a grill, and cook all your poisonous mushrooms. That way you'll level up cooking skill. It's going to go up exactly the same. You can't eat them. You cannot eat them. They will still kill you, but it will level up your cooking skill. And then that way you cook all your poisonous mushrooms, and then you can cook your regular mushrooms and have some actual food to eat. You can cook mushrooms on the skewers, but you can only cook them as a part of the vegetable skewer. It makes no sense. A vegetable skewer requires 1 vegetable and 1 mushroom. Don't ask me why. And these are what count as vegetables: bell peppers, carrots, onions, tomatoes, zucchini, corn, and potato. That's the only things that count as vegetables. Mushrooms are literally any mushroom, anything that is a mushroom. And then you can do a mixed skewer, which is you have to have a meat, you have to have a vegetable, and you have to have a mushroom. Why you can't just cook mushrooms on a skewer, I have no idea. Another thing about the improvised grill, takes up a ton of space. This is a 10 by 10 item. It's huge. So you're not going to be able to carry that in your pack. So once you have it, the only place to carry it would be in your vehicle or on your person. And if you got a vehicle, you're probably not making an improvised grill. So it's very important you wait till you get to wherever you're going to be set up with your fire before you make it. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there holding the thing, dealing with that. All right, now that our mushrooms, see, the meters turn green, so that means those are good. So as long as that's green, you're fine. If you let it get too far off the end, it'll turn red, won't be good. Poorly cooked, that's fine. We don't even care. See, those are still poisonous mushrooms. Can't eat those. They will make us sick and we will die. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the fish have those. Just get rid of those so there's no confusion. Because like I said, you still gain the same amount of experience for cooking poisonous mushrooms as you do regular mushrooms. And you have the option to cook up to 5 mushrooms when doing this. So cooking all 5 at once is the same as cooking 1 5 times. So go ahead and cook all 5 at the same time. You get the same amount of experience. No reason not to do that. So what we'll do is we'll cook some non-poisonous mushrooms. So we can just take, just mix and match these all up. There we go. Mix and match these all up. So we've got 3 different kinds of mushrooms. Doesn't matter. None of them are poisonous, so it's all going to come out good. All right, our grilled meat is done. Same thing. It's going to be in the green, so we want to just take that off. Poorly cooked. Yep, I'm still pretty low level cooking. And you take it in your hand, and you got one nice piece of steak there. Takes up a 2x2 slot. Nothing, real simple. These things are great. You can't eat them. Normally they make you sick, but once they're cooked, they're fine. And they take up a lot of room, but you get a lot of cook out of them. So I think that I just did learn to use 3, so you could use this. You could use this up to 3 times. And something else you can do, you can take and cook your grilled mushrooms over here, and then you can take bun mushrooms, cook those, make a nice little party soup. You got to keep the thing fueled. You just look at fire, hold F, and it'll let you fuel with long sticks. Be careful though, because if you have cash on you, you can fuel the fire with cash. And I have accidentally clicked that. It will just burn, and there is no check, there is no maybe, there is no are you sure. It just burns every bit of cash in your inventory. But yeah, don't do that. All right, meat skewer is done. Perfect. All right, grab that, and we're done with this. So we're gonna put fire out now that we're done with it. If you're on a PvP server, I wouldn't recommend doing this out in the open at night. Everybody know where you are. All right, so now we have a meat skewer. I know what you're thinking, this is way more than this, but the grilled piece of meat actually counts as 2. You only get 1 of these, 2 of these, so they're exactly the same. There's absolutely no difference between them, except this one takes up twice as much room in your inventory. Only real difference. All right, now these are done, grilled mushrooms, so you cooked 5, so it counts as 5. Same amount of room in your inventory, but you get 5 out of it. And like I said, you get the exact same amount of skill gain and everything, so it's always better. The more mushrooms you got to cook, the better. Okay, the good mushrooms are done. All right, we're gonna take those off. Well cooked, nice. So we now have almost 6,000 mcg of psilocybin soup here. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. If you really want to keep up with what I'm doing, hit that bell notification. Drop a comment down below if you think there's anything I can do better, if you got any tips or anything I'm missing. There's a lot going on in this game. I could be out of the loop on some stuff. I'm kind of going off stuff I've previously known. The game's constantly changing, constantly updating. So feel free to drop a comment down below. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me something I can do better. Just little tips, tricks you got that I can include in some videos. I'll be happy to take that advice. I'll give you full credit. Thanks for watching, guys. And I just died.